It's all about the W Wednesday, baby. Hello, everybody. It's all about the W Wednesday. We had another beautiful Wednesday today, but it's all about the W Wednesday where we constantly motivating you and encouraging you to win in everything that you do. But today we're going to go a different route. We're normally talking about winning in your health, but today we're going to talk about winning in our relationships. Winning in our relationships. They say divorce is through the roof right now. A lot of people getting divorces, but it's time for us to start winning in our relationships. Some of us date people for years and years and years, and then they break off, and we wonder what happens. Some people stay married for years and years and years, and then something happens. But the question I got, the question I endeavored to answer today is, why in relationships do people cheat? Why do people cheat or step out on their spouse? Why does that happen? Well, I've narrowed it down to just two things of why I think people step out and why people cheat. Well, I think the number one reason why people cheat is because they're just not satisfied. They're just not satisfied. Their needs are not being met. There's something lacking. So when that thing goes lacking that they're missing, they seek for it in other places. They seek for it in other places. That's why a lot of times people cheat, is because they're not happy. There's something lacking in the relationship. So now for men, one of the number one things that will cause a man to cheat or step out, something that he may be lacking, is he's not getting that respect. He's not getting that respect. As far as, that's why sometimes men cheat, because they're not getting the respect that they feel like they need. A man needs to be respected. Listen, you ever wonder why? Now, a lot of times people say communication is the key in any relationship. Communication is the key. And a lot of times as men, we shut up sometimes. You ever wonder why? You ever wonder why a man would close up and be quiet sometimes? Because sometimes he's not getting respect. A man can be talking and he's telling you something and you're just not listening. You're not doing it. So after so long, he shut up. He shut up. He feel like, why am I still talking to her? She ain't even listening to what I'm saying. She ain't doing what I told her. So he shut up. But what ended up happening, he started talking to somebody else that's listening to him, that's giving him that respect, paying attention to him. And so sometimes he step out. Now, on the flip side, a woman, it's one of the things that sometimes may be lacking for a woman that may cause a woman to step out. Sometimes she ain't getting that attention that she needs. She ain't getting that attention. Sometimes a woman may want to go out. She may want to do certain things. And you just like, sometimes men, we so focused on bills and all that, and we don't give that woman that attention that she needs. So sometimes she steps out and gets that attention from somewhere else. You may not be listening to the woman. Women talk. They talk a lot, and they want us to listen. And sometimes we don't, but then there's that slick, sly brother, at the job. He listening, he's all ears, and she poured all out to him, and they form a relationship, and boom, she steps out. But like I say, sometimes the men were not getting that respect. A man needs to be respected. And a woman, you have to pay attention to her. Give her praise. Let her know she's doing a good job. Oh, baby, thank you so much. Let me help you out with that. Give her that attention that she needs. And a lot of times, if she's not getting that attention that she needs, she seek it elsewhere. But now, one thing about a man will watch what you do. Sometimes men, we're not so focused on what you say. It's about what you do. You can say all that in the world, but if you ain't doing some of the things that you should be doing or giving the respect that you need, them words don't mean a hill of beans. Men, we like to see action. Even Jesus Christ himself told the people, he said, why you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't even do what I tell you to do? And that's sometimes how men are. We're not getting the respect that we deserve. You're not listening to us, and you're not doing certain things. You can miss us with all that. But now on the flip side, a woman pay more attention to what you say, and sometimes she can't necessarily see what you do. Prime example, sometimes women may be in an abusive relationship. Guy putting pop knots upside her head, and she stay with that guy. Why? Because after he get through hitting on her, he tell her, baby, you know I love you. I ain't mean to do that. And so she's so focused on what he's saying, but she ain't realizing you got how you get 4 black eyes? You only got 2 eyes. You got black eyes, but she's still listening to what he's saying. So therefore, Listen, some know that low down guys can tell a woman anything. He get inside her head and she listening and pay attention to all that stuff, and he doing all kinds of stuff. Another prime example: a man tell a woman, "You know, I'm finna leave my wife, baby. You know you the only one." Then she see him with his wife and they having a good time, and she say, "Well, he told me he gonna leave her." You still listening at what he's saying, but you ain't watching what he's doing. Actions speak louder than what? You know it. Actions speak louder than words. So, like I say, sometimes the main reason why people cheat is they're just not satisfied. They just not satisfied in a relationship. There's things that are lacking. Men need respect. If you treat that man like the king that he is, he gonna give you all he got. He gonna give you all he got. Listen, women need that attention. You need to give her that attention, give her that respect, give her that praise, and let her know how much you appreciate her, and she'll give you all she got. I'm telling you, that's why a lot of times people cheat. They're just not satisfied. You ever wonder why a man may step out with his secretary, or a doctor may be with his nurse? Because she's giving him that respect. He say something, she do it. And, that feed, he love that. He look for that. So with his wife not giving him that, she still treating him like he a little boy, talking to him any kind of way, he gonna shut up. He ain't got nothing else to say. He don't ever talk to me. Well, you ain't giving him the respect that he need. And then on the flip side, woman may want to go out, want to do this, have a good time, and he just not there emotionally, ain't listening to her, ain't giving her the attention that she needs. Therefore, she steps out and go out with somebody else. So a lot of times, that's why a lot of times people cheat, is that they just lacking. There's some things lacking in the relationship. But listen, if you want to make sure you get the W in your relationship, men, give that woman that attention that she needs. Give her that praise. Tell her how good of a mother, how good of a wife she is. Oh, she's just going to eat that up. Give it to her. Because you know what? If you don't give it to her, some low down knucklehead, sly, slick joker going to be all up in her ear, telling her, baby, you look so good. Listen, you better compliment your wife. You better compliment that woman. You understand what I'm saying? You got this low down joker telling her all this stuff and she loving it. Wake up in the morning, baby, you look so good. Give me some sugar. I know you ain't brush your teeth. Give me some of that sugar. She gonna hurry up and get in there and brush her teeth and get ready, make you breakfast, all kind of stuff. You gotta talk to that woman. Start speaking to that woman, because you know why? That low down joker, that low down, he's feeding all kind of stuff in her head. He trying to get her through that words, because women listen at what you say. They listen to what you say. So men, start talking. Talk. You better say something to that woman. Tell her how you feel. Good. Tell her some good stuff. And women, respect that man. He tell you, look, if a man telling you, look, babe, we need to slow down on the budget, don't you keep spending? That's like disrespect. Woman, can't you see we trying to get a plan together? You still doing? Respect that man. You start respecting that man, giving him the respect that he needs, that son gonna give you the shirt off his back and then some. So get that man that respect. So those are things that are lacking. But like I say, women listen to what you say, but men, we watching what you do. We can tell how much you care about us by your actions and how you respect us. Then the other reason why people cheat, some people just greedy. It don't matter what you do, they just want it all. Sometimes people just want it all. But them type of people, you can't do nothing for them. You just pray for them. And if you in a relationship and ain't tied that knot yet, you need to get away from that person. I'm telling you, listen, I've been reading the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 5, chapter 6, and chapter 7 is constantly telling men to be careful for that certain type of woman, that adulterous woman. The Bible is constantly telling men to stay away from that type of woman. But listen, I know society say the man is the dog, but I start reading Proverbs and I'm like, what? Proverbs constantly talking about the woman. A certain type of woman that just do all that, wipes her hand, act like she ain't done nothing. If that was going on back then, it's 10 times worse now. So men, if you single, you trying to think about that, you better start reading some Proverbs and start looking out for that certain type of woman. But like I say, some people, and like I say, it goes both ways with men, they just want it all. Just like people that have eating problems. No matter how much they eat, they just not satisfied. And that's how some people are. Some people just greedy. And them type of people, sometimes you just have to pray for them and get away from them. Let it go. Let that go, because they just not going to do right for the most part. But like I say, it's not being satisfied, and just some people just greedy. But in relationship, people that when you're not satisfied, You got people they're married, they're together, and that's about it. Ain't no communication. And the reason why men, a lot of times we don't communicate because we feel like you ain't gonna listen anyway. You don't do nothing I tell you to do. You ain't paying no attention to me. So what's the use? Let me shut up and let me go talk to whoever she is, and she listen to me. She give me that respect. She treat me like the man I'm supposed to be. So therefore, he sometimes steps out and go with that woman. And then the flip side on the woman. You ain't paying her no attention. You ain't giving her compliments and nothing like that. So therefore, the guy at her job or wherever that's feeding it to her, she step out with him. So we ain't gonna have that in our relationships. It's time to get the W in these relationships. Women, start respecting that man. Man, start talking to that woman. Give her compliments. Help her out. Tell her how good of a mother, wife, all that she is. Just lay it on thick. I'm talking about thick. Just out the blue, just go get some flowers. Say, baby, I was thinking about you. Here, take that. I know it's just a Tuesday. Here, take that. You got to do stuff like that. Make her feel special. And she going to give you that affection. That she going to start looking at you different. Honey, you hungry? Listen, I'm telling you, women, respect him. I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is what the Bible said. That the man should love his wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself. And women should do for her husband as unto the Lord. If you got both parties working like that, how can we lose? It's all about the W, baby. Listen, it's all about the W in our relationship. We got to start winning. Divorces is through the roof. Listen, tell yourself, we ain't getting no divorce. We finna make this thing work. Look at your wife. Look in her eyes. Tell her, it's time to get the W, baby. It's time to get the W. Respect that man. Give him the respect he needs, and he'll, oh my gosh, you just don't have an idea what respect do for a man. And men, you just, listen, I grow flowers, I grow stuff in the garden. When you tend into that garden like it's supposed to be, it'll give you precious fruit. Precious fruit. Listen, it's all about the W. It's time to win in our relationships. I'm out. Be blessed.